Hope you're having a great day. Well, right now, as we speak currently, we have millions and millions of people across the globe who have now mastered intermittent fasting over the last couple of months. Intermittent fasting isn't my idea. It's existed for the longest time in religions across the world. People have spoken about this. Renowned doctors have spoken about it. There have been studies and Nobel Prizes won around the basis of fasting and all of this stuff. It's existed. It's just about time that we start bringing the benefits to everyone so that we understand that we're on the wrong path when it comes to constant fad exercises, fad diet programs, and the statistics of disease continuously seem to be rising and rising. Okay, intermittent fasting was with water. Today we're going to understand dry fasting. We've done dry fasting before, but we're going to go into it in detail right now. Okay, the difference between intermittent fasting and dry fasting is we maintain the fasting period. But on intermittent fasting, you drink water. You're allowed to drink water. On dry fasting, there is absolutely no water and no food. So now relax. I know what's coming through your mind right now. Will we dehydrate? Will it create more health problems? Will it have all of these issues? It's funny how we have so many questions about something which is very, very natural to the body, but none of us will even take a second to ask our doctors about the side effects of the most common drugs like antacids, diuretics, crosins, paracetamols, and all of that stuff that we keep popping like candy. We won't look to ask the side effects of all of these things, painkillers especially, but whenever something is natural, we find ways to find out that, oh, does this have a side effect, and vice versa. It's good that you ask that question, because yes, dry fasting can be detrimental to your health, like intermittent fasting, if you do it the wrong way. If you do not respect the fasting phase the right way and you don't respect the building phase the right way, it can be detrimental to your health. So dry fasting is not a fad diet. Unlike most of your low-carb diets and all of these things which have become fads, and just because it suited one person or a couple of people, everyone decides that it's going to suit my body. So people go off cutting carbs, people go off increasing their protein. Some people get the results, most people don't. So we need to understand that every human body is unique. And maybe dry fasting won't suit you. Maybe it will suit you. If it suits you, go ahead and do it. If it doesn't suit you, find another diet or a way of living that suits you. So the beauty of dry fasting, this is so powerful. And it's funny how almost every religion in the world talks about the benefits of fasting for your own health, of your physical self and your mental self. Every religion talks about this. But you see, we don't really listen too much about religion. All the concepts have to come into our world. We need to make it into a fad. We need to package it really well. We need to show, the media needs to show how celebrities are losing weight, or how their lives are getting better, or how someone shrunk into a size 0 or got a six-pack. And only then do we believe that, hey, this concept will work. But we want to look at the wisdom of religion and embrace what our ancestors have been trying to teach us for years and years. The beauty of dry fasting, this is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools that you could ever use. We're going to go over some of the benefits before I tell you how to do it the right way and the safe way. If you want to anti-age, there's no such thing as reversing aging. But there is something called anti-aging, because most of us are aging way too fast. And that's why the makeup industry is at its highest, the cosmetic industry is at the highest, cosmetic surgery is at its highest, because people are aging way too fast and they don't like that. So they go to any measure to correct the way they age, even if it's coming under a knife, even if it's covering their face with so many layers of makeup that that person even doesn't know how they look anymore because they have so much of makeup on. But anti-aging is an inside-out approach. What you give your body inside, what you feed your body, what you do on the internal parts of your body will result exactly on how you look on the outside. You can keep slapping creams and oils and all of that stuff on your face. It'll make you look good for 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, and then you got to slap more of all those chemicals on your face. Or you can choose to look at a plant. How does a plant or a flower look beautiful on the outside? It's based on what you feed the roots. What feeds the roots gets into the internal part of the plant, and the plant has great looking leaves or a beautiful looking flower. The same thing with the human body. What we feed ourselves, how we nourish trillions of cells in the human body, how much of rest and recovery we give our body at night in terms of sleep, how much of blood circulation we create through our movement and through our exercise, and how low we can keep those stress levels from affecting our body is what goes into your anti-aging formula. Dry fasting is one of the most powerful anti-aging tools you can ever use, because it has been proven in science and medicine that calorie restriction the right way will help you prolong your life. It will help you anti-age you. Second, detoxification. The best detoxification happens when you fast, because your body knows what to do. Your body has the intelligence to basically incinerate and flush out what is not required by the human body. But when we try to put ourselves through all our own fancy man-made detoxifications, I'm not saying they're bad, they help to some extent. But when you really fast, your body has that innate intelligence to get rid of what it really doesn't need and to keep what it really requires. Dry fasting has the ability to self-generate and self-rejuvenate your cells. You see, a lot of us carry a lot of sick cells and a lot of toxic cells. When you dry fast, you go through a process of autolysis. Autolysis is the body's ability to basically sacrifice sick and dying cells for its survival. So through fasting, you can basically push out very sick cells and dying cells from your body. When you do this, you create more cell space between your healthy cells, allowing the generation of stem cells. Now, stem cells are extremely important for our immune system, for our recovery, for our growth, for everything in the human body. And that's why stem cell treatment has become a huge $1 trillion industry today, for all the right reasons, to treat burn victims, to treat cancers, to treat brain patients, neurological disorders, skin disorders, and all of that stuff. Stem cells, where do stem cells come from? Our own body has the ability to generate stem cells. So the success of stem cell treatment, again, you need to look at your own human body. We have the ability to produce stem cells. We produce most of our stem cells when we're younger, when we're infants, when we're children, when we're teenagers. As we grow, we deplete the amount of stem cells that we can produce. But the more stem cells that you allow your body to produce, the healthier your immune system is going to be. And everything depends on a healthy immune system in your body. So fasting has the ability for you to do that. Your immune function we spoke about. Inflammation. This is beautiful how dry fasting, intermittent fasting activates the anti-inflammatory mechanism in the human body. Most of the problems that we suffer from today is inflammation related. Cardiovascular, diabetes, cancer, all inflammatory diseases. All of these are diseases caused by inflammation. You have autoimmune diseases caused by inflammation. Again, when inflammation reduces in your body, we start to get better. I can't tell you, I've lost count of the amount of arthritic patients from around the world who message us every day of how their arthritic pains have completely disappeared. We have people who had open wounds and those wounds started healing the moment they started dry fasting. We've had people whose back and spinal pains have completely disappeared. The testimonials that keep flowing in are unbelievable, and it's all on our Facebook page. It's transparent. We like to keep things transparent because what we're trying to promote here is not a fad diet. What we're trying to teach you is something which is inexpensive and free. You don't have to spend $1, a rupee, a yen, or whatever that currency is to do this. It only requires you a little bit of effort, discipline, and a lot of common sense. A lot of common sense to do this. So the more testimonials come in, you can keep scrolling down our Facebook page and social media. You'll be surprised. I get surprised with the amount of testimonials that come in. I'm learning the new things that dry fasting is actually benefiting so many people from around the world. It's unbelievable. And I can believe it. Why do arthritic pains reduce? Why are people's back pains and neck pains and cervical pains and sciatica pains all reducing? Because it's inflammation. And you are creating an environment in your body that decreases inflammation. So you are creating an environment in your body for healing and for prevention. And this is the most important part of an intermittent fast and a dry fast. There are so many people who are making dry fasting and intermittent fasting a fad. Some of them say, oh, you need to do 16 hours. Some people say you need to do 18 hours. Some people say you need to do in 20 hours. But let me tell you, if you can do a minimum of 12 hours, there is magic happening in your body. You see, there's no doctor or no nutrition or no scientist who can tell you how many hours your body needs to fast. For some people, they need 18 hours and 16 hours. Some people need 12 hours. Some people are so clean that a minimum of 12 hours is beautiful for their bodies. Some people are toxic, have a lot of weight to lose, so their bodies need more fasting periods to bring that magic through. So do not attach a number. If you can do a minimum of 12 hours and a maximum as per your body and listen to your body, that's great for you. Some people may do just 8 hours. The next day they'll do the 9th hour, then the 10th, 11, 12. One day at a time, you can build up to 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours. But then you listen to your body. Sometimes your body will tell you to break your dry fast after 12 hours. Break it. Sometimes it will tell you to break it after 18 hours. Break it. Another day it could be 16 hours. Your body's constantly changing, so how can you have a fixed frame of fasting? It doesn't work that way. You listen to your body and don't make this into a fad, and I can promise you there will be unbelievable change that happens in your health. And if you're healthy, this is really going to be the thing, your investment in prevention, because you're boosting your immune function, and it is your immune function that will keep you from getting disease. Okay. Dry fasting also forces the body to obtain water from cells. Then that's how edema starts reducing. That's how tumor sizes start reducing. That's how inflammation starts reducing automatically. So you see, your body is so intelligent. We human beings think we're smarter than the human body. We think we need to tell our body what to do at the right time. Your body always knows what to do at the right time, and it keeps telling us in the form of symptoms. You're tired, it makes you feel fatigued. You have a headache constantly, it's trying to tell you you're constipated, or you're too stressed, or you have lack of sleep or lack of water in your body. Your body's symptoms are the body doing the right thing at the right time every single day. So now let's understand the cautions first. Number one, if you are a kidney patient, if you have an organ disease, if you have problems revolving around your blood pressure, fluctuations in your blood sugar levels, please do this under supervision. This is not a fad diet. I'm not here to tell you that your dry fasting is your replacement for chemotherapy, radiation, or for your doctor or the medication that your doctors put you on. Please understand that very, very clearly, although I can tell you one thing for sure. When you master this, there's a huge chance that you will one day be able to get off your medications that you've been on for a lifetime in a safe way, keeping your doctor in the loop. We have people with cancer. We have people with going through radiation, people with terminally ill diseases, where dry fasting and intermittent fasting done in a supervised manner has brought on the most fantastic results to these patients. When I say a supervised manner, of course, if you're losing weight, of course, if you have fluctuations, you want to make sure that you have a medical professional who can monitor your blood pressure, monitor your blood sugar levels, all of your levels and your vitals if you are doing this fast. Everyone else do it in an informed way, and it will not harm you. Be careful of dehydration. A lot of people do dry fasting, but then they forget to drink water in the building phase. So their overall water intake is very, very less, and they go into dehydration. If you go into dehydration, your dry fasting will become detrimental to you. So please understand, if you're fasting, it comes along with a lot of responsibility that you need to take. You can't say, oh, I forgot to drink water. Oh, I'm not thirsty, so I'm not going to drink water. In the building phase, that's the time you really eat food and you drink water. If you try to starve yourself in the building phase, if you try to reduce your calories thinking that, oh, I fasted so long, let me cut down my calories and I'll lose more weight, it's only going to become detrimental for you. You're going to cripple your metabolism and you're going to make yourself sick. So please understand, respect the elimination phase, which is the fasting phase, and respect the building phase. Okay, when you have heart conditions, palpitations, and all of that stuff, if you're exposed to a lot of heat and outdoor work, of course, it's foolish to do dry fasting. So please understand, there's a time and place to do dry fasting, and you do it. You don't have to do it every day. You can do it once in a week. You can do it once in a month. You can do it once in 2 weeks, depending on your health and how much your body needs it. Some people have made it a lifestyle and they do it every single day. Like when you go back into evolution, people basically finish their lunch, they finish their dinner with sunset, and they didn't eat and drink until morning. So they were automatically doing 12 hours of dry fasting. So you can do that. Plan your day. If you're overly stressed, anxiety, depression, and dry fasting is going to bring more stress into your life, obviously use your common sense and don't do it. Some people can do it, some people don't, it doesn't work for them. Some people don't even need to fast. They have great bodies and great health with eating a breakfast, lunch, an evening snack, and a dinner. If that works for you, you don't have to change. So let's use common sense. If we have a problem we're trying to fix, or we're looking at just, pushing our body into prevention, try it. Suits you, do it. Doesn't suit you, don't do it. Breaking your fast, extremely, extremely important. You break your fast with water, which you sit down and you slowly sip. The first few sips, you want to swirl the water around in your mouth, and you want to sip water. You don't want to just gulp it down. You want to sit down and sip your water. After doing that, you want to line your stomach with fruits. So you have 1 or 2 fruits, or you have dry fruits. You line your stomach with this, and then maybe half an hour to 45 minutes later, you can slowly start introducing your food. Now, the beauty of dry fasting is you'll find that over time your appetite reduces. And this is because your body is resetting you to the way it's supposed to be, how much food your body requires, not how much food your emotional mind requires. So it resets your appetite. People with caffeine cravings, sugar cravings, all of that tends to decrease as you dry fast more and more. So it's a great tool to break your cravings from caffeine and to also basically normalize your appetite. It's extremely important for that. So in your building phase, then you will eat what you want in your building phase. When I say what you want, I mean sensibly. You try, but depending on the time you break your fast, you could have a breakfast, you could have your lunch, your dinner, your breakfast and lunch, your lunch and dinner, your snacks when you're hungry. But remember, building phase means building. So your cells are screaming for raw material. So don't try to diet, don't try to limit yourself. In the building phase, you want to get fruits, nuts, seeds, grains, your proteins, your carbs, and your fats. So a balanced meal plan in your building phase is all you need. You don't have to overeat thinking that, hey, I'm going to dry fast again. Don't try to overeat because you'll put a lot of stress on your digestive system. And that is exactly how you do a dry fast. So for example, if you finish your dinner by 7 today or 8 today, okay, after that, no more water, no more food. You break your fast 12 hours, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours later. Listen to your body. If your body is giving you crazy hunger pangs, break your fast. You still have tomorrow to try it again and again and again. If you have emotional cravings out of habit and hunger and stuff, try to fight that. Use your willpower to fight that. Use your mind to fight that. But if it's physical hunger, don't push yourself. The beauty about fasting is you don't have to push yourself. Every day could be different. If your body breaks your fast a little bit earlier today, break it. A little later tomorrow, break it. But don't try to look at what the world is doing. All your friends are doing 16 hours, so, oh, I need to do 16 hours. And you don't do 16 hours, you start feeling demotivated and you're not good enough. Stop comparing yourselves with people. This is human misery. Human misery is caused by us when we constantly compare ourselves with what everyone's doing around, and we tag our self-worth with what other people are doing and saying about us. Your body may need just 12 hours, do just 12 hours. Your competition has to be you. Can you be better than what you were yesterday? Can you be better than what you are going to be tomorrow? Not everyone around you, because each and every one of you are different. You are completely different and unique, with different and unique bodies, cell structures, metabolisms, physical, biochemical reactions happening all the time. So that's exactly what you do. This is how you dry fast. You start, finish your dinner, aim for 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 hours. After a while, your body will tell you what your comfort levels are, and that's how you do it. Please do not make this a fad. If it suits you once a week, do it once a week. Twice a week, do it twice a week. Just don't push it because you've heard all of these health benefits. Do it, be mindful, listen to what your body is telling you, and you follow your own way of living your life. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, and breathe deep.